Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be making a sign that says recording in process. Please be quiet since I record in my basement. And yeah, so I am going to make a sign, and I think I'm just going to use this, back of this. Just paint them. It says tape on the back. That won't work. Okay. We are going to use something else. We are queen and we don't give up. Okay guys, we are queens and we never give up. Even when something doesn't work out, we push through it. Okay guys, we are bosses. Okay, I'm show you guys what we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using this stuff so I can save it on paint. And I'm just going to use a color that I like. I'll use this light purple color with, then I'm going to use light pink to tape it on top. And I'm just going to use my light pink color here. And yes, I just woke up, so my hair's not brushed yet. But, you know, it's fine. We all have our days that we sleep super late and then we don't realize. So I woke up at like 11 something and it's like 12 or 1. I get like just turned 1. I have been up for like an hour. I woke up at like 11:50 or something. So yeah, I've been up for like, so I basically woke up at 12. And around 12ish I actually ate food, so I just ate lunch / breakfast. But when I sleep that late, it's always kind of like weird. It's a weird day for me. It's like I still have to go out and spray my horse with fly spray still today, but yeah. I have to grab a pencil, which we actually have like. I'll show you guys our pencil bin. I have to bring the pencil bin over here anyways. This is our pencil bin. They have these pencils. Yeah, it has a lot of pencils. But the reason why there's so many pencils is because these are all our pencils over the years from school. It has juice. I'm just gonna write down like how I want it to look. I know I did that. That was weird. I'm just gonna make sure. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I know I did that. It's not a marker. So I'm just kind of doing bubble letters. I like the look of it. I have like it's corn, it's big, juicy. I like that song stuck in my head right now. I just filmed a TikTok video of me doing that. But yeah. And so the reason why I actually started this account again, I'm gonna just explain it again, is because I'm almost at 400 followers on TikTok. And I guess it really made me realize that if I can do that same thing on TikTok, I can do the same thing on YouTube. And here I am. Oh gosh, I have 2 hair ties in from my horse show from last night. I go home at like 8 o'clock. But it was fun. I don't know, it looks like I actually did something with my hair today. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, and back to the talking. So I started my account. In 2018 or 2019 on TikTok, and I guess it really made me realize that I love posting and showing my life on what I do on TikTok. And I guess TikTok is amazing. Like, people always say, like, I don't like TikTok. Like, TikTok is just a waste of time. And I completely disagree. TikTok is wonderful, and it has made my confidence boost so much in what I do. And on TikTok and on this platform, YouTube, it really helps me. And I I have anxiety and ADHD and dyslexia possibly, and Tourette syndrome possibly, and I am willing to share that. If I get made fun of for it, I get made fun of for it, and I am confident in what I do, and I don't care on what people say about it, because I'm loved for who I am, and people can make fun of me all they want for it, but it's not gonna bring me down. When I first got diagnosed with things when I was in ADHD, I've had anxiety my whole life. Obviously, you have to be born with it. But a couple years ago, I started taking medicine for it, because obviously when I was younger, I couldn't take medicine because I just physically couldn't, and because I was too little and I couldn't swallow the pills. So, and then after I got diagnosed with ADHD, my life took a turn for the worse. When I was 6, my uncle died of cancer, and obviously I was 6. I didn't know what cancer meant, and I was very confused. And I was very confused at the time, and that's when my anxiety really started taking a hard toll on me. And when my parents really started realizing that my anxiety was getting worse. And every day, I don't think not a day goes by where I don't think about him and my great aunt, which I'll get to her in a little bit. But there's not a day that doesn't go by where I don't think about him and how much he did for our family. And like, he always was so bright and had so much energy, even when he was battling cancer, and he always made sure that was the last thing we thought about in our day. That he always made sure that we thought about the good times and the things that we loved to do, and he always wanted to make sure that not only his kids, but everybody around him did what they loved. And I am doing what I love. He always was like, do what you love. That's what I have always wanted to do. I have completed what I wanted to do in life, and now I want you to do the same. And you only have one life to do everything that you want to do. And I have taken my life to the fullest, and I have lived a life that I love. I don't regret anything in my life. Everything happens for a reason. Sometimes, we can't control it. But I love what I do. And so when I was 6, my uncle died of cancer, and it took a really hard toll on me. And there's not a day I go by where I don't think about him. Because over past couple months before he passed away, we really went over there to their house a lot, just to hang out with him and spend the last time, the last couple months that we had with him, because we didn't think he would make it to Thanksgiving, and if he did, it would have been a miracle, which he sadly did not make it to Thanksgiving. He passed away 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. It was super hard on my family. We loved him very much, and I got put out of school for a couple days, and my teachers were very confused. And after my parents told them what happened, and I was very quiet, and my best friend realized, and she asked me what happened, and I explained to her, and she immediately was very comforting about it. And she knows like, she knows, she never met him, but she knows that that it was a very hard time for me, and that it was hard for me to talk about. And I obviously didn't know what cancer really meant. I just knew that it was a very, very bad sickness. But now that I'm older, I really, like, every male on my dad's side of the family has gotten cancer pretty much when they were 50. And that's how old my uncle was when he got cancer. And I'm just worried that next up is going to be my uncle. And then next is my dad. Like, I'm just worried that I'm not going to have anybody left to walk me down the aisle on my wedding day. But I'm so lucky. I have so many family members that love me dearly, and family and friends. Like my best friend's dad, Ryan, he's been there every step of the way in our family. He has always been there for me, and people always say, like, oh my god, your dad's so scary, and I'm like, Ryan, like, he's not my dad, but I consider him my dad. Like, I consider my best friend's mom, Emma, her name's Becky, and I consider her my mom, and I call her mom when I'm over at their house. I call her mom, like, and my mom knows that I call her mom. And like on my phone, she's labeled as my second mom because I trust her that much, and I know that I can trust in her. And like, her and her husband are actually labeled as emergency contacts in my at my school. So if like they can pick me up from school, they can say, here, I'm here for Brooke Schroeder, and my school cannot refuse to not let me go because they are labeled as emergency contacts in my phone. And my thing, because my grandpa on my dad's side, he passed away when my dad was super little. And so I don't have a grandpa on that side. I have one grandpa, but my grandpa that I have right now is amazing, and I love him dearly, and I cherish every moment I have with him. And I absolutely love my grandpa dearly. But yeah, besides the point. And then recently during COVID, we went to, like right before Disney World shut down, like literally 2 days before all the parks shut down, we left. Like 2 days before all the parks shut down, we left because like it was crazy, like 2 days before we left, and we had no idea what was happening at home. That like there's a freaking toilet paper shortage. Like we had no idea. And when we got home, we're like, Katie, did you sell our toilet paper? And luckily she didn't, because she was watching our house for us. But yeah, it was very chaotic and crazy at the time when we left. And then again, I hadn't seen my aunt for 6 months because of COVID. Before we left for Disney, it was the last time I saw her. And I thought that when we got back, I would see her again. Just like normal. Like we would continue on our lives. But no, that did not happen. And COVID hit. And we were all quarantined in our houses. And we couldn't go anywhere. And I was going to see my 29-year-old aunt. 92-year-old aunt. And I hadn't seen her for 6 months. The only like time I really saw her was during video calls. But that was the only times I actually got to see her. And it was really hard on me to know that I couldn't see her. And when my brother said, like, Mom, I need to talk to you, and I saw my mom crying, I immediately knew what happened. I broke down into tears. And my aunt was struggling for a while. And when we cleared out her stuff, it was really hard on me. And my brother kept shoving snow down my back, and he did not care. And luckily, I had an amazing family member named Sean, and he picked up my brother and stuck his head in the snow. And that happened to my brother twice. Yes, twice. He did that to him in the same day. And I was so grateful because he knew that this death was really hard on me, and I was having a hard time seeing all of her stuff getting moved out into our horse trailer. It was super hard on me because that's how we were getting everything home. It was hard on me in the horse trailer. It was hard to see all of her stuff getting moved and brought out of her house, getting put into our horse trailer. Like, I didn't really even know what to do with myself at the time. Like, all of her stuff was just in our horse trailer. like every single one of her items that she's ever owned basically was in our horse trailer. It was really weird for me. I guess I didn't really know what to do, and it was hard, and my heart shattered into a million pieces once again. And that was probably one of the hardest times in my life that I had ever gone through, and that's when I really started falling back into horses, is when my aunt died. My horse named, and then, so my cousin, my whole family's always been into horses. But, so my cousin has a horse named Banjo that my aunt said, okay, Rug, here, you're gonna ride this horse. And I'm like, oh, okay. And his name is Banjo. And Banjo is the horse that got me back into riding, and I love Banjo so much. And I don't know what I would do without him. Like, Banjo made such an impact in my life that he made me happy in my hardest time that I never thought I would ever be happy again in my life. And then, but when I got back on horses, he immediately knew that something was wrong, and he made me so happy. And I love Banjo dearly, and I have an amazing 3-year-old horse. Her name is Lita. She's a giant sweetheart, and I did not bring her to the horse show. I brought a different horse, my mom's old horse, Buddy, and he's a sweetheart, and I put all my trust into him. And like my friend's dad, Amber's dad, he's like, holy cow, you put your trust into that horse. I'm like, yeah, I do, because he's just so chill, and I put all of my trust into him, and he's gonna reap it. And I put all my trust into that horse, like crazy amount of trust, and it's really crazy. But yeah, I love him. Yeah, so that's a little bit of my story. And then I love my horse so much, and people always tell me, like, your horse is way too old to be showing. And no, she's not. She tells me when she wants to be done showing, and she is not to that point yet. She is very happy with what she's doing, and I know that she is happy with what she's doing, because as soon as I get her out in the arena, she's just like, let me go. Come on, just give me that cake. Go. Come on, let me go. And I give her that sign, and she runs, and she goes, and she is off, and you cannot stop her until you get to that gate. It's crazy, but I love her so much. It's crazy how much I love her. I don't think I've ever seen somebody love their horse as much as I do. I love my horse so much. So yeah. I don't know what I would do without my horse. Like, I would probably just fall into a million pieces and be confused and wonderless, and like, what do I do with my life? You know, thanks to her, I know exactly what to do with my life. And God has told me to go and ride horses, because that's what God obviously wants me to do with my life. And I agree, very much so, with what he wants me to do with my life. And I love riding horses. Like, horses is my whole life. Like, I base my life around my horse. Like, if my horse is sick, you will not see me at school. I will get as much schoolwork as I possibly can done in that pasture, and I will not be at school, and my teachers know that. Like, I will not be at school. My friends know that. If I'm not at school for days or weeks, something's probably wrong with my horse, and I will not be at school. And I love my horse dearly, and I will get as much schoolwork as I possibly can done, but I'm not going to leave my horse aside if she's sick. My horse and my health and my family goes before my school, because I put all my trust into my horse, and she has brought me through so much in my life that now when she's going through a hard time, it's my turn and to stop and take care of her, which just like she took care of me. And, like, people always tell me, like, so if your horse dies, your horse dies. Like, it's not going to be sad for me. For me, yeah, it will be sad because I put all my trust in that horse that I can't imagine losing. Like, I literally probably would cry if I lost my horse. Like, my horse is my world. She's my everything. That I put my trust into her. I put my whole life into my horse. I pour my heart and my soul into that thing. Like, if she passes away, my life's ruined, basically. Like, I don't know what I would do without my horse. Like, she is the best thing that's ever happened to me. She is the most wonderful thing. People always are, like, so confused when I say that. But all the people that have horses, they understand on what I mean. Like, literally, horses are the best thing that's ever happened to us. And I had a friend at this horse show who, she was like, just hold onto the horn. Just like, the only thing that matters is getting on that barrel and coming home with that horse. Nothing else matters. Keep your horse in control. Put your hands down. But she's an Arabian, so don't put your hands down because you give him his head and he runs. But don't keep your reins tight. Don't give him his head either. It's confusing on Arabians, but yeah, my first run, he didn't really notice that we were at a horse show. So he went really slow. He was like, oh, okay, I don't know what we're doing here, but okay. He was very confused on where we were. So he didn't really realize that we were at a horse show until the second run. Then he actually realized that, hey, I'm at a horse show. I better run. So he got a little excited towards the end, but I made it. I'm still here. No broken bones, which I didn't even fall off, so. I didn't fall off. There was one girl who fell off, but I didn't know her. But she was okay. She was okay. She made it out, and I was fine. She was fine. I didn't quite see it happening because I was busy trying to get my horse's head up from eating. But all of a sudden I look up and she was on the ground. But she was fine. Got right back up. Let her horse out of the ring. Her horse stood there and watched her. Which most horses do. My horse does whenever I'm sitting on the ground. And never sit on the ground by your horse. It is a terrible idea. I trust my horse, and she hasn't kicked me yet, so we're good. So, yeah, I love my horse so much. If you're in a hard time right now, like I was pretty recently in 2020, like, try horses. Like, horses are amazing. So, yeah. Try horses. They are absolutely amazing, and they are amazing. Like, you can just be confident and you'll be fine, because horses can sense literally if you're nervous or you're just sad, if you're scared. Just have confidence, and your horse will have confidence in you, and put your trust into your horse. Then they'll trust you. I pour all my confidence into my horse. I trust my horse way too much. I always ask, what way does this horse like to turn? Because my horse likes to turn left, and the horse I was riding yesterday liked to turn right. So each and every horse is different. So make sure whenever you're riding a new horse, always to ask what way the horse likes to turn. Yes, every single horse is different. That's the one thing I always ask before getting on a horse, or as soon as I'm on a horse. That's the one question I ask. What way does a horse like to turn? Because that can make a huge difference in the way the horse rides with you. Because, for example, I was doing key, and I was trying to make my horse turn left. Right, and she always has turned left. And I was trying to make her turn right, and she did not like that. And she was like, you could just see it in her face, like she was pissed at me And my mom said that she was thinking about, like, she could see in her eyes, like, she wanted to rear up. But she didn't. She did not. She decided she didn't have the energy to do that. And eventually she's like, fine, I'll turn right. But yeah. That's the one question that I always ask, either before you get on a horse or after, like, as soon as you're on the horse. Because each horse is different, and that can really change the way that the horse rides when you're on the horse. I always ask that question. That question is probably the most important question that you can possibly ask before getting on a horse. I mean, I obviously hop right on a horse. Like, I don't really think before getting on a horse. Like, after I'm on, I'm like, oh yeah, well, wait, does this horse like to turn? And it's either left or right. And if you guys have little kids that they don't like to talk, but they also really like horses, tell them that to ride horses, you have to be able to talk. And so if you can't talk, you can't ride horses. And then they'll start speaking up. That's what I do with my little cousin. She tends not to use her words all the time. And so I had to tell her, if you want to ride horses, you have to be able to talk. Because only big girls are able to ride horses, and big girls have to be able to talk. And no, you don't have to be able to talk to ride horses, but it's a good way to get your kid to, well, use their words and not just ignore you. Personally, that's what I've learned with my little cousin. She is turning 4 this year, going to preschool. It just seems like yesterday she was born and I was holding her for the first time. And now she has a little brother. It's crazy. And I'm having another little cousin soon in like February or something. It's crazy. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I have way too many cousins. Like on that side, like there's gonna be 10 kids on that side. More than 10. They are my second cousins. It's crazy. I have way too many family members. Like, it's insane. Like, I don't even know what to do with all of them. Like, it's crazy. I just sometimes like, wait, hold up. No, you're not Ayla. You're Mara. Like, I will get my cousins confused all the time. Like, and they understand, I'm like, wrong kid. I'm like, oh, yep, sorry. Because I have so many cousins. Like, I call my brother Sam, which is my cousin's name, Sam. And I call him Otto. And I call my grandparents' dog Otto. His name's Odie. My grandparents' dog is named Odie. And I call him Otto. And I don't know why I do. I just do. I get their names mixed up. And I call my brother Sam. Even though my brother is not Sam. I get people in my family very confused, considering I have such a big family that sometimes it's hard to keep them all straight. Like, it's so hard sometimes to keep every single person in my family straight. Like, there's like, hold up, that's the wrong kid. But yeah, when like it's all of us going out to eat, like my whole family, like we have to basically rent out like a whole restaurant. It's crazy, especially if we're going to a cafe, which we have done before. I think like twice we had to rent out like a whole entire freaking cafe. And it took us a very long time to get our food. Because of how big we were. It was literally every single person in our family was there. Not including the dogs. So, yeah. My family is crazy. But yeah, I love my family so much. And Pete's sakes, I am half nut. So, in our family, it's a joke that if your last name's Nut, you're legally crazy. So, I'm half legally crazy. And then, since my last name is shorter, I'm just crazy. But I'm not legally crazy, I'm just crazy. So, yeah. It's just a running joke in our family that if your last name's Nutt, then you're legally crazy. And if your last name's Schroeder, you're just crazy, but you're not legally crazy. So I'm half legally crazy and half just crazy. It doesn't make sense to people outside the family, but it makes sense in our family. Because, well, we're crazy. Yeah, so I love my life though. We're crazy. I'm crazy. I mean, yeah. I'm just finished painting in the letters of recording. I'm on the recording. And then I took the G left. I probably did spell recording wrong, but it's fine. My family will understand what I mean. I'm gonna do in progress probably, or in something. I don't know. Like, I'll just put it upstairs somewhere. I can have it, and people know when they come downstairs to be quiet and to not talk to me. But yeah, so I'll just show you guys this as soon as I'm done, and then I'm gonna end the video because this video is already 30 minutes long. Yeah, I'll just post a story on what it looks like when I'm done. So, okay, we're done recording, and I'm gonna do it in progress or something, like in, yeah, this is recording. I spelled it wrong, but it's fine. Like and subscribe, and click that notification bell for so you can find my post a new video. And I try to post weekly, but sometimes I miss the weekly mark, and I just post wherever I want weekly. Like, I already posted my videos, so yeah. I have to post another video today, but yeah. Bye.